Some people don't work anymore. AI does, and the shift is happening so quietly that most people don't even realize their daily lives are already being touched by it in ways that would have sounded like science fiction just a few years ago. Because this isn't the loud, cinematic robot takeover people imagined. It's subtle, invisible, almost polite, replacing friction with convenience, replacing effort with optimization, replacing time with automation. And the truth is that today, there are tasks that used to consume hours of human energy, now completed in seconds by algorithms that never sleep, never complain, never procrastinate, never lose focus, and never ask for a raise. And while that might sound dystopian at first glance, for many it's becoming liberating rather than threatening, because AI isn't just replacing work, it's redefining what work even means, turning effort into direction, turning labor into decision-making, turning doing into guiding. And this is why you're starting to see a quiet divide forming between those who are still trying to compete with machines and those who are learning to collaborate with them, because the future doesn't belong to the hardest worker anymore. It belongs to the smartest orchestrator, the person who understands that value is no longer created by how much you do, but by how intelligently you design systems that do things for you. And right now, across the UK and beyond, there are freelancers generating full campaigns in hours instead of weeks, small business owners automating customer service conversations that once demanded entire teams, students using AI to accelerate research that once took days in libraries, content creators building scripts, thumbnails, strategies, and analytics faster than ever imagined, and individuals who once struggled to keep up with administrative chaos, now managing their finances, schedules, and decisions with digital assistants that feels less like a tool and more like a silent partner. And this transformation is not just about productivity, but about power, because when machines take over repetitive execution, humans regain the ability to focus on imagination, strategy, creativity, and meaning. Yet at the same time, this shift introduces a new tension into society, because while some are using AI to multiply their output and reclaim their time, others are unknowingly falling behind by clinging to the belief that effort alone guarantees relevance, when in reality, effort without leverage is becoming obsolete. And the uncomfortable truth is that in a world where AI can draft, analyze, optimize, predict, and build at scale, the value of raw manual contribution is shrinking, while the value of vision, taste, judgment, and direction is expanding, which means the winners of this new era will not be those who work longer hours, but those who learn faster, adapt quicker, and design smarter workflows. And what's fascinating is how normal this is starting to feel, because ordering food through an app once felt futuristic and now feels mundane. And in the same way, delegating mental tasks to AI is quietly becoming the new normal. From writing emails to planning trips, from comparing insurance options to generating marketing strategies, from analyzing trends to learning new skills, AI is no longer an innovation reserved for tech elites. It's becoming an everyday layer of modern life, almost like electricity or the internet, something you don't think about but constantly rely on. And just as previous technological revolutions replaced physical labor with machines, this one is replacing cognitive load with intelligence, freeing humans from the exhausting requirement to constantly process, decide, and execute everything alone. And this opens up a new possibility where success is no longer limited by your personal bandwidth, but expanded by how effectively you integrate artificial support into your life. And this is why some people are starting to experience a reality where work feels lighter while results grow heavier, where output increases while stress decreases, where opportunities expand while time investment shrinks. And this doesn't mean humans are becoming useless. It means they're becoming directors instead of performers, architects instead of builders, strategists instead of operators. And yet this shift demands a psychological adjustment, because for generations, identity has been tied to effort, to the idea that hard work equals worth. But now the equation is evolving into intelligent leverage equals impact, and that can feel unsettling for those who equate automation with loss rather than expansion, because it challenges the narrative that suffering is necessary for achievement. And in truth, AI doesn't eliminate the need for humans. It eliminates the need for humans to waste themselves on tasks that don't require human depth, allowing more energy to flow into areas where empathy, creativity, and storytelling still reign supreme. And in cities like London, where time is currency and efficiency is survival, the adoption of AI is becoming less of an experiment and more of a necessity, shaping how professionals manage workloads, how entrepreneurs scale ideas, how job seekers present themselves, and how everyday individuals navigate the complexity of modern life. And as this trend accelerates, the gap between those who embrace AI as a collaborator and those who resist it as a competitor will continue to widen, not because one group is smarter, but because one group recognizes that the future of work isn't about replacing humans. It's about redefining human contribution, shifting the focus from doing everything yourself to building systems that extend your reach beyond natural limits. And ultimately, the question is no longer whether AI will change how we work, because it already has. The real question is whether you will continue trying to outwork machines or learn how to work with them, because in this new reality, some people don't work anymore in the traditional sense. AI does, and the humans who thrive are the ones who understand that the true job now is not to compete with intelligence, but to direct it, to guide it, to shape it, to refine it, and to align it with human ambition and intention. And as this partnership deepens, the definition of productivity itself begins to change from effort measured in hours to impact measured in outcomes, from presence measured in attendance to influence measured in results, and from activity measured in motion to value measured in transformation. And this means that the person who learns to ask better questions may now outperform the person who executes more tasks, because intelligence amplified by machines becomes exponential rather than linear. And this is where a new social reality begins to emerge, one where those who leverage AI gain time to explore creativity, relationships, and strategy, while those who resist it remain trapped in cycles of busyness that no longer correlate with progress. And this quiet revolution does not announce itself with explosions, but with small moments of ease, with emails written faster, plans generated instantly, ideas visualized immediately, problems analyzed in seconds. And over time, these small advantages compound into massive differences in trajectory, creating a world where some individuals appear to move faster, not because they work harder, but because they work alongside systems that multiply their thinking. And ultimately, the rise of AI signals not the end of human relevance, but the beginning of human amplification, a shift from limitation to leverage, from exhaustion to expansion, from survival to design. And in that future, the question will no longer be, what job do you do, but what systems do you direct? Because some people don't work anymore. AI does, and the ones who succeed are those who understand that the real work now is learning how to make intelligence work for them.